Okay, hello football fans. Today I would love to talk about three important topics which I think are actually controversial at the moment. So the first one would be Manchester City's woes this season. A lot of people are trying to make submissions that Rodri is the reason why they're having all of these problems. I don't actually agree to that. Second one is about Sanchez as a goalkeeper. I think there's a lot of generalization about what he can do. And then the last one would be about Vincent Kompany at Bayern Munich. Okay, let's start off with Manchester City. So I don't think Manchester City's problem is down to the fact that Rodri is no longer in the team. Yes, their win percentage with Rodri has always been good, but then even without him, they were winning games before. So putting this down to Rodri not being around, I don't think that's a factual statement. Manchester City actually made the mistake Chelsea made previously. So you have a winning team, a winning machine, and then you forget to understand that someday you will have to make a transition. I think also Barcelona made the same problem. So you have to understand that a team will someday get old and you have to transit. But most of the young players in the Manchester City team, Cole Palmer, Lavia, Tosin, Rogers, they sold most of them because they had a winning machine at the moment. And now, after winning the league last season, like I told some friends of mine, I didn't think Man City were the best team last season, but they had Pep and they had some players and they made it work. But to me, I actually knew they were going to struggle this season. So I told a friend, and I hope he's going to be under this comment section to also confirm what I just said. So the thing is, the players were getting old. Kyle Walker is no longer the Kyle Walker he used to be, because most of the time in transition, Manchester City depended on Kyle Walker to cover up with the pace. He can't do that no more, so they're also shipping in goals because he doesn't have the ability to cover up again. The defensive line are also old and out of form. KDB is not a KDB of before. Bernardo Silva also has lost some form. Gundogan is not the Gundogan of before. So generally the team has actually lost some form. The goals used to come from everywhere, but now the goals can't come from anywhere else. And Haaland is not a striker who's going to get you goals when the team is playing poorly. No, he's only a striker who gets you goals when the team is actually winning. And then if you talk about Pep Guardiola, do I think he's going to be able to rescue this team? I don't really think so. Why? One, he hasn't been in this type of position before, and two, Pep can only coach players who are in form, who are exceptional, and who are brilliant. So the way he plays his football requires players with high IQ and also players who are fantastic. So he doesn't have the ability to coach people who are not fantastic enough. This in no way does not imply he's a bad coach, no, but he needs the cream de la cream to actually perform at his job. So this has always been my problem with him, reason why I will always pick Jose over him, because I think Jose will do every job Pep has done, but I don't think Pep will do every job Jose has done. Okay, so this is my take on Manchester City. And then again, the second topic is Robert Sanchez. So I think there's a lot of general belief about Robert Sanchez being a bad goalkeeper. Okay, now I've watched a lot of Chelsea games because I'm actually a Chelsea fan. I don't think he's a bad goalkeeper. He has saved Chelsea in a lot of games. So trying to conclude that someone is a bad goalkeeper because they're bad at their feet or using the feet is a very wrong way to make a submission. So I can't say Cole Palmer is a bad player because he does not run. It doesn't really make any sense. So with the ball at his feet, Sanchez is not very good. So if the argument is based on Chelsea should find a goalkeeper who is good on his feet, then I would agree maybe they need a change. But if you're going to make assertions based on actual goalkeeping abilities, Robert Sanchez should be one of the best in the Premier League. And I think if you actually watch the games without trying to watch with bias or trying to look at what he does with his feet, then you understand that Robert Sanchez is actually a very, very good goalkeeper. So I think for me, Robert Sanchez is not a 10 out of 10, which is also good. Manchester City got away with Ederson being a bad goalkeeper because he was good on his feet, but they were actually always with the ball, so it was very difficult to test him. So many people classified him as a good goalkeeper for being good with his feet, which I think is not right. Robert Sanchez is good with his hands, bad with his feet. That doesn't make him a bad goalkeeper. This is my take on Robert Sanchez. So I'm going to conclude this video with Bayern Munich. So at the start of the season, I had Kompany to win the German league, but I actually felt he was going to struggle in the Champions League because the way Kompany plays his football. I think he's going to improve with time, but the way he plays his football means he's going to win a lot of matches against the smaller oppositions. But against the big oppositions, I think he's going to struggle because of the way his teams are set up, always high up. He always commits a lot of numbers up front. So in transition, very good teams will always hurt him. So I actually knew he was going to win the Bundesliga, which I think he's going to do. But Champions League, I know he's going to struggle because he needs to always be the better team to win games. Any team that is close to him will actually worry him a lot. So I hope Company improves his defensive phase of the game. But apart from that, I think he's doing an amazing job at Bayern Munich. So this is my take on these 3 topics. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon. Please tell me what you think about the following assertions which I have made. Thank you.